y equals 4e to the minus 3x squared. Characteristically speaking, we think of e to the minus x squared, don't we? That's what we're really talking about here. We've just drawn e to the x squared on the previous graph, haven't we? So let's think about our e to the x curve. So I'm going to put that in as an overlay. Here's e to the x. That's the e to the x curve. Not that it's going to have an awful lot of relevance here, is it? And when x is 0, this value is 1 here. Now if we look at this, when x is 0, we get e to the 0 times 4. So it's going to be up at 4. So I'll put that here then. And that value is 4. Okay, and that's the value when x is 0. We get the value 4. There's a coordinate. Now as x tends to infinity, this value will be positive large, and minus large is negative large, isn't it? And e to a negative large tends to 0. So it's going to tend to 0 along here. And there's symmetry, so it clearly tends to 0 along here. So it's going to tend toward here. There's something happening at 4. And then it's going to tend towards something here. So let's find the turning points. So here, y dash then. It's a function of a function, so 4 lots of differentiates to 4 lots of. E to the something differentiates to e to the something, multiplied by the something differentiated. The 2, when we differentiate minus 3x squared, the 2 comes down, it's minus 6x. So that equals minus 24x e to the minus 3x squared, and that equals 0 when x is equal to 0. And you'll notice for large values of x, this dominates here, and so the curve will flatten out as we suspected here. The other thing to say, it's always positive. E to a power, this is always a positive value, so it's going to be above the axes as well. So clearly then, it comes along here, it's going to go up to a maximum, isn't it? We can see that from the way the sketch is. It's only one turning point, so that has to be a maximum. And then it's going to turn there, a maximum, and go back down. So let's sketch that then. So it's going to come along here, go down quite quickly, and go like so. It's going to, the symmetry is the other side as well. Okay, good. So I think that's fairly clear. Let's have a look at the graph then. 4e to the minus 3x squared. So we've got 4 lots of e to the minus 3x squared, so let's type that in. Let's just do from minus 2 to 2, just in the first instance, and see what we get. Okay, let's generate the plot. And yeah, as we said, it goes down really quickly actually. Look, it's really small when it gets to even minus 1 and 1. So I'm quite generous here in the sketch using the scale I've used. So it's much sharper really if you wanted to draw that. But it tends to knot very, very rapidly, doesn't it? Either side.